Every couple of weeks, I get into practice mode and convince myself that I'm going to find a hot new unblockable blitz that's going to win me a lot of games. But every time I come out with nothing. I think that's a testament to how well the developers did this year with blitz pickup. I think nickel blitzes are all but gone, except for kind of towards the beginning of this game. And all that's really left are the crossfire blitzes, which are definitely not unblockable themselves. So in recent games, you could get pressure just sending 3 players. This year, you're lucky getting through with even 5, which is definitely a good thing. But as with most things, or many things in life, sometimes if something can't be done for you, you just have to do it yourself. So in this video, I'm going to go over the art of the user blitz to show you what is, in my opinion, the quickest and most consistent 5-man blitz, and quite possibly the only 3-man blitz in the game today. So how I'm going to show you is out of the 4-3 normal, my favorite formation in the game, and then in particular the cover 3 sky press. But I can imagine that it can be done out of any coverage and that it can be done with any formation. Things might just be a little different. So I definitely suggest if you're interested in this, try it with this setup first, and then if things are going well and you really don't like 4-3 normal, then you can kind of see what the differences are in your favorite formation. But anyway, yeah, we'll get right into that. And to start, we'll start really simply. We'll go over a shotgun trips look where everybody's out on routes. So we'll go pick this dig and go, and then we'll kind of make it more complex and better as we go. Okay, so you're going to want to user one of these flat zones. So in particular, you're going to want to user the one that's on the side of the one technique nose tackle, or yeah, the one technique defensive tackle. So the guy that's aligned between the guard and between the center. So depending on if you're on auto flip or not, you know, it might be on one side of the field, and then it can switch between different plays if you have auto flip. But yeah, you'll want to pick the outside linebacker that's on that side. And then if you're in other formations, this might be somebody like a strong safety, or it could be a nickel. But in this case, it's going to be outside linebacker. And then, of course, you know, if you're in Madden Ultimate Team, or really any of the modes, you're going to want to put your fastest linebacker there so you can obviously get to the quarterback much quicker. So what you're going to be wanting to do is shoot that gap right between the left tackle and the left guard. Right between the left tackle and right between the left guard, because so you're going to be wanting to aim right at the inside shoulder of that left tackle. So the left tackle is going to be preoccupied with that defensive end. And then because you're not in a blitz assignment and because you're kind of coming from the edge here, that left guard is not really going to see you, and he's going to be preoccupied with that one technique there. So essentially you're just going to kind of, you know, the auto align does a pretty good job at putting you in a decent place. So really anywhere in that area, but this is actually a good place to start with. And you're just going to half hold the directional stick towards the quarterback and half hold the sprint button too, so that once they snap, you're ready to go. And yeah, like I was saying, you're just going to aim right at that inside shoulder of the left tackle, and then you're not going to go towards the quarterback until you pass that left guard. Okay, so it'll look something like this. Okay, so easy 5-man blitz in probably under a second. So let's watch the instant replay here. So you see right after the snap, the left tackle takes the defensive end, obviously. The left guard takes the one technique, double teams him with the center as you would expect, but nobody's really left to block you. And see, I'm aiming right at that inside shoulder of the left tackle, and then once I clear him, I go to the quarterback. Okay, so now, to make things a little bit more interesting, we are going to, you know, obviously if you're using the outside linebacker here, you're exposed in the flats. But of course, you can quick adjust your middle linebacker to take that position for you. Okay, so then we'll show you again. Okay. Now we'll make that a lot better now. So we'll do the same thing. We'll put that middle linebacker in the curl flat there. And then to make up for the one less defender in the middle, we'll put that far side defensive end on a bluff blitz. So now you have the same cover 3 look where you have 4 underneath and 3 over the top. Now with this added much better pressure. So you can do a 3 receiver hook, which is, you know, if you have somebody with decent zone coverage, they're going to be really good. They're going to be aggressive over the middle on those quick slants or quick drag routes. that you normally would as a user. And you don't necessarily have to. You can be creative there, put them in a hard flat or put them in man coverage or whatever. And then we're just going to do the same exact technique. Just like that. So really be aggressive on that inside shoulder, that tackle, and right when you clear that guard, you're going to go right at him here. Another good thing about this, so if you were to mess up your blitz, so let me just on purpose mess up my blitz here. So I'm going to go right at that guard. If I mess it up, I can get off it and be at +1 in the zone coverage game. Okay, so it's not like if you are sending a crossfire or something like that and the blitz doesn't turn out, well then you're kind of exposed in zone coverage. In this case, since you are the person blitzing, you can say, okay, if I'm free, I'm gonna go get that sack. If I'm not, which is only if you screw up, not by play design, you are going to back off and be a +1 in zone coverage. Okay, and then so the last thing we'll do, same thing over here, and then we're also going to add a spy from the defensive tackle. So at this point, you're only sending 3, and then you also have a spy in case your quarterback rolls out, if you're not fast enough to catch him, like he's Mike Vick or whatever like that. So now you have, it's going to be 7 men in coverage. And I'm sure you could actually put him in coverage too if you really want to be crazy. But I think the spy is probably the best look there. And then same exact thing. So see, it's getting a little bit tighter there, but you can definitely get through it. And actually, a lot of the times you can just go around that tackle. It's not a big deal. And then we'll show you how it goes with even them putting a running back in pass protection. So we'll go back into this tray ISO, and we will pick the Z under here. And all we have to do is really just, really the same thing, because that halfback in a blocking assignment is going to he's going to look towards the outside where he thinks you're coming through, but you're going to kind of bait him there, and then you're going to cut it inside as you normally would. So it'll look something like this. Oh, so that time he kind of got out there with Vic, but you saw his good pressure. So now, as kind of the piece de resistance of this whole thing, keep getting quick snapped on. But we're going to do the same setup that we showed you prior to this with everybody. So the defensive tackle in the spy, the middle linebacker in the flat, and then the defensive end in the middle here. So a 3-man pass rush against a 6-man coverage. So we'll show you that. Okay, not bad. I think this is probably the best blitz in the game. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this, definitely leave a like below. Definitely try this and let me know how it goes for you. See how it goes in practice mode and see how it goes online. And then definitely if you come across a better setup for, say, a 3-4 odd or a nickel or whatever, I'd definitely like to hear about it. Okay, so that's that. I hope you guys liked it, and we'll see you in the next one.